Good morning, Twin Lakes community. It's so good to virtually be with you. It's been several years since we've gotten to be together. Listen, the last time that we were together, it's because Renee was on a sabbatical, and that means that what he did was he went traipsing off to Switzerland, and then he came home and made you suffer by listening to all of those Switzerland stories. All of that on behalf of the gospel. Gotta love that guy. So I thought today I would share with you a story from Switzerland that maybe you haven't heard before. When my wife and I a few years ago were in Switzerland, we went to the foothills of this majestic and beautiful mountain, the amazing Matterhorn. And while we were there was this incredible little museum on the history of this majestic peak. So in the little village of Zermatt, there is this great little museum about those who have climbed it. It's incredibly humbling to think of long ago when people would climb it, they would show you the equipment that they would use. And you're looking at that old, frayed, thin rope, and you're like, there's no way I am climbing that mountain with such a thin rope. While I was there, I got to read the story of this man, a guy by the name of Ulrich Inderbinnen. And Ulrich was born in the year 1900, and when he turned 25, he became not just a mountain climber, he became a guide for taking people to the top of the mountain. And that is what he did for the rest of his life. 370 times Ulrich climbed to the top of the very peak of the Matterhorn and stood on it. The last time he did was when he was 90 years old. He was like a legend in the town of Zermatt. He never owned a phone, and if you wanted to catch him to have him be your guide, you had to catch him in kind of the town plaza. For a guy who was able to do that physically and mentally for so long, people would ask him his secret. And he said that his secret was this, that he was slow, that he was deliberate, that he was steady, but that he would always make it to the top. You know, in the Bible, there's a great deal of praise about something that we're not very good at in our society today. It's in praise of slowness. In fact, James, the brother of Jesus, puts it this way. He talks about how we should be quick to listen, but slow to speak, and slow to be angry. If you and I want to be the kind of people that are able to make it to the finish line, to make it to the top, we ought to be the kind of people who are willing to slow down enough to pay attention to each step. And so as you go about your day today, and this is your devotion and your reflection for the day, think about the praise of slowness. Think about being able to get to your finish line. And instead of running around like the rabbit or the hare, that we ought to take a little cue from the parable of the old story of the tortoise, and in praise of slowness to be able to get to where we want to go. Today, be slow to speak, be slow to be angry, and get to your finish line. I'm so looking forward to sharing with you coming up in your very congregational worship soon. Have a great day.